Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to week 3 of the Pan American Team League. I am casting another clan war, and today the teams are emG versus WCE. Both of these teams are teams that I casted last week in week 2, and they both did really good. emG played X17, and I think that went to game either 4 or 5. Definitely great series. WCE played SK, the A team, very good team, and they took it to the game 5, to the 5th game, and that was really exciting. They did really good. I'm looking forward to seeing how their players do, and let's get right into the first game, which is going to be on Peaks of Beidou, game 1. I'm going to switch over to my in-game mode, and hope you like my overlay. Not a graphic designer, but I slapped it together, so hope it works. Alright. In the, oops, it's in dark mode, there you go. In the top left-hand corner, right-hand corner, we have Castle from emG. And in the bottom, for WCE, we have Kawaii Rice. Kawaii Rice, a very fun player. Seems like a very good. I saw his TVZ. His TVZ seemed pretty solid. Came out with a lot of good bio play, good micro. Peaks of Beidou, I think it's a bit of an older map, but zoom out for just a second to show the map off a little bit. It's definitely one of those maps that does not have a lot of big open spaces. You know, it's a 2-player map, it's kind of crammed, and there's just not a lot of big open space. Like these newer maps now, like Circuit Breakers or Fighting Spirit, that have these big open plateaus. You know, there's just little areas of openness, but a lot of hill warfare here. So PVT, and we see an aggressive pylon. It'll be interesting to see if we have any 2-gate or something. We'll see. Gonna go back to the stream just a second, make sure everything's working right. Alright, seems to be covered up. Good, I just want to make, Johnny Sins is saying hello. Everything, you can hear everything, right? Good, hope so. Oops. Oh, good, sorry. Technical difficulties there. And we do have a 2-gate coming down on the low ground here. I will try to zoom in again. People complained last time when I zoomed out. It's just because we're doing StarCraft 2 casting, people always prefer zoomed out, so I naively assumed that Brood War people prefer it zoomed out, but they do not. They crucified me for having it zoomed out, and I have learned my lesson, I assure you. They didn't really crucify me, but just they made me aware of that. And what's his answer here? I mean, his barracks is coming up, and that Zealot is going to come out in a second. Get that second Zealot on the way. His bunker is under construction. He needs to get that up if he wants to live. Ooh, probe kind of getting sandwiched in there a little bit. Ooh, not the best angle for probe. Losing the probe there, that's actually big. Yeah, the bunker's going to come up, and I think he should be okay as long as he pulls enough SCVs here. Pylon there, not sure why. That doesn't seem all that strong. Maybe he was hoping to put down a forge and cannon rush his way in or something. Second bunker down. Supply depot is the second bunker coming down. Factory on the way. He's going to see if he can get a few SCV kills. No kills, no kills, no kills. So far, this is not doing much. And we get an SCV kill. And he does escape with that Zealot. Something, I guess. Bunker out of range of that supply depot. 3 Zealots up. Oops. Misproduction there. Is he going to start doing something at home? Yeah, he's putting his gas down. He's going to want to try to transition out of this because he knows this is not going to work. Going to try to get a supply depot. And gets a supply depot. Oh, and charging in here. Ooh, missed micro there. He needs to pull SCVs. I think if he would have pulled SCVs there, he would have been just fine. And now he's losing a couple Marines, and he's forced to mine off of just these weird patches here. Big slip up by Kawhi right here. Looks like he had that on lockdown, but he didn't repair that because he thought it wasn't necessary. We cannot lose more Marines. Vulture, is anything producing out of that factory? Needs to get a Vulture out. He's banking quite a bit here. Micro's a little bit too much. He's not producing anything out of that. Just getting a Vulture there. Vulture quite a bit late. One Vulture will slowly deal with these Zealots. That could cost him a few SCV kills. Just microing, losing another SCV, couple SCVs at pretty low health. If he knows which ones to target, he could get a few more. Okay, now the Vulture's out. Now that this push does have a timer on it, but getting a few SCV kills, 2 kills there, and 1 kill there. I think a couple SCV kills. All in all, a solid job. That one Vulture. Now it's going to lose his pylon. A little bit. Not sure why I did that. Not crazy about that choice. Got a Cyber Core on the way, and he's going to lose these gates, which is kind of a big deal. Yeah, just going to lose all that gate power here. Just producing him another Zealot. I think you should pretty much leave it go with his Zealot production. Vulture coming up here. And Cyber Core on the way, and another gateway on the way. All in all, the attack didn't go as bad as it could have for emG. It was we're shaping into a mid game here. It wasn't terrible, but didn't do all that much. If you could get another SCV kill, that would be nice. Oh! On attack move there. Hiding in that mineral field. He's going to go back for that SCV. Oh, deciding not to. A little bit of indecision here. Okay, we'll get it. Nice pickup. Just a little making that Zealot worth it. See if you get a Marine here. Oh, gets a Marine there. That Zealot worth its weight. Oh, gets 3 Marines. 150 minerals. And 2 goons coming in here. Is he ready for this? Is the question. Picking off a lot more SCVs. They do not have goon range. Goon range is in production. And, ooh, not the best focus. Okay, now he's focus firing. Wasn't focus firing for a second. That tank. 2 tanks out. Oh, missed micro opportunities there. I'm going to just dive on a few SCVs, but there's a couple tanks out. Siege is, okay, just started. But no range is the biggest factor here. I mean, I think I would have preferred him to just, if he wants to be aggressive, I mean, 2 gates can work, but there's some really strong aggressive builds that don't quite put you in the same hole that he is in now. 10-15 gateway push or the bulldog push seem to be a lot safer. Now he's just going to lose these gates, and he's forcing to commit in here because he doesn't want to lose these gates. Oh, he's not even going to get a tank here. That's pretty significant. He's not really getting anything for this. Okay, good. Just making sure everybody can hear everything right. Tank. Down low, but did not lose a tank, I believe. Yeah. Just 1 kill on that. Maybe did get a tank. Maybe he did. Maybe a Vulture, I think. He's going to repair that tank all the way up here. And, I mean, what is he doing? He's delaying this. He's not even going to delay this CC. Tank's just going to push out and outrange that. Now he's just going to go away here and he's just escape with every goon he has. And, okay, he's going to try to dive here. Not sure if I like this. Okay, leave. No. Okay, there's not much there's not anything he can do here. Gets 1 Vulture, but just losing too many. Does not even kill the Vulture. Leaves there. That was a bit hasty. I do play Protoss and a little Terran. I've been experimenting. I'm not quite as hardcore Protoss as I used to be. Don't have as much time to play as I used to, but one of the things that's definitely hard to learn is when to commit with goons. It can be tricky because it seems like you have a good angle, you commit, but then you just make a misstep and you lose 4 goons, and I mean, you lost 3 goons, and then it's just produce more goons, but he has more tanks out. He only got one tank for how many goons? Now he's going to lose this goon too. Bummer. Not the strongest control from Castle. And now these 2 gates are under siege. Losing that goon there as well. A little bit sloppy. You really cannot lose any goons. Putting down a natural here. Hoping just to get a little bit of production out. He's not producing out of anything. These cannons, any these gateways, excuse me. And we're starting to reach a critical mass of tanks and mines and the death push. It's going to be a slow push out here. Still off of one tank. I mean, one factory, excuse me. There's constant tank production. It's already at 4, 5. And that will just constantly produce. And tanks scale. I mean, the first 3 tanks, you know, they're not as strong. But then once you start adding on more tanks and more tanks, it just gets extremely hard to deal with as Protoss. And you really need speed zealots, a good number of speed zealots to run in, drag mines, or just so many goons that you can suffer the losses, sustain the losses. There's no units lost tab in Brood War, but I think that Castle will be far behind. Kills a lot of SCVs, but I don't think it's worth it. Throwing down 2 facts here, and there's going to be a minute here where those 2 facts are going to kick in. He's going to start the Vulture Cloud, and it's just going to get harder and harder. Got a Robo up early here. Not early, but it's going to be his first tech is just going to be straight into observers. That probe coming out here. Oh, there's a Vulture there. Nice. He's going to lose that, and he's going to be aware that he wants to expand to his 3rd. Now he's going to be totally aware. Peaks of Beidou, one of those maps that... How many minerals is this? Just 40, okay. It's not like Destination where it's like 1. This 3rd base is hard to take on this map. It's kind of just a weird positioning here. It's really a long area you have to defend here as Protoss. The facts are up. They're pumping Vultures, as I predicted. Missing out on a little bit of macro there, but hey, this is not ASL. This is PATL. And just going to get so many Vultures out here that it's just going to be hard to beat for pros here. I can feel his pain. I've been in this Protoss position quite a bit. When you do some early attack, it doesn't do as much. You lose way too many goons, and it's nigh impossible to get back in. He's moving a few goons, being aggressive here, trying to hope to pick off a few Vultures and just slow his advance. But he can just come this way. Sending more Vultures out. Got that area pretty much covered. Ooh, mines. He's hoping to get some self-detonations. Okay. Yeah, the power of 4+ factories. Vultures are pretty cheap, and probably we'll see a 3rd base thrown down here soonish, maybe. I'm just going to be content to sit on 2. But I don't think that Castle is going to have the resources to deny that 3rd when it does go down. Got to observe how so he can mine sweep. He's doing what he can with these goons. And here's the push, folks. It's coming out again. Peaks of Beidou. It's a weird map. I mean, it's not a straightforward map. It's weird. It's all clumpy. These little angles. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, this would be a great angle to attack into for emG Castle if he had like 20 speed lots. Just throw him in here. Doing the best what he can with that angle. Gonna try to pick off a few vultures. Fortunately, those zealots just too late here. Microing with those goons. But remember, every vulture he kills, every goon he loses, that's 2 vultures he has to kill to make up for it. And vultures do produce faster, I believe, than goons. I don't know the exact second time, but I'm pretty sure it is. Goons also cost gas. And vultures have mines, one of the most cost-efficient abilities ever. I suppose the Uraniate's pretty cost-effective, but he's pinned in here with these tanks sieged here, and the remaining forces of Ire here are going to charge in. Not going to lose a tank. Just going to have to walk up here awkwardly while his natural is under siege. GG's called, and WC Kawhi Rice so far is 2-0 when I have seen him. I don't know if he lost the first week, but definitely seems like a solid Terran. Can play Bio Zerg. Bio. Can Zerg and Mech against Protoss. Exit replay. I called it to transition. Yeah. And game 2 is going to be on, let's see, what map is it? It's going to be on Destination, so it is going to be another 2-player map. And it's going to be definitely a tight angle. Okay, Iwa. Should say I leave Fog of War enable. Zoom in a bit. Yeah. I don't prefer the Fog of War, keeping that enabled. I guess I will. I kind of like seeing the entire map. I wasn't as familiar with that Peaks of Beidou because I haven't played it in a while. But, yeah, I'll leave the Fog of War enabled. And I'll just leave in our in-game mode for now and go into second replay on Destination. Alright, in the top right-hand corner, we have Vortex emG as the Protoss. And as the Zerg playing for WZE, we have Striker in the bottom left-hand corner. Excuse me, right-hand corner. Not really a corner. More like the 4 o'clock position. Yeah, 4 o'clock position. It's fine. PVZ on Destination. It's a tight map. He could go for a gate first into Nexus, or a Forge Fast Expand. We'll see. See what his playstyle is. He's going to be throwing down that pylon at the natural. Okay. Probably going to go for a semi-wall off where it's walled and then kind of semi-tight over here. Destination, it's harder to get that complete wall off on maps like Fighting Spirit because it doesn't have that second cliff to patch your buildings into. Going pool first, not opting to go for that early hatch, and Probe is coming in here scouting. Third base first. And I'm going to get a drink of water here when we're in the early stages. And both players are spamming. Moderately heavy. Okay, Forge first, so it is going to be a Forge Fast Expand. No gate first. I like gate first. Ooh, if I were Vortex, I would have waited a little bit to mine that out. He's choosing just to start on it now. Interesting. See exactly how long it takes him. Gonna throw down that hatch there. And going for a cannon before his Nexus. Sometimes I've done Forge into Nexus, I guess. You can go for a cannon first, it's quite a bit safer. He didn't scout with his probe, I believe. Just going for that back entrance. It does take a while. Ling's coming out here, he should see, or does he see that? I'm not sure. Cannon's going to be up, going to neutralize any lings he may have. Going to leave one circling at home. Try to deny any scouting. Nexus going down. Gas going down. And third. Ling's going to come in here. Going to just die to that cannon pretty fast. Got our gate coming in. Seen some good games on this map. Jaedong Bisu played a lot of series on here. To be honest, it's just a kind of an older map, so it is a lot of good games on it from the Bisu, Jaedong, Stork, PVZs on this map. July Zerg, Uv, great players. Getting that cannon interesting, kind of in a back position. I would think that maybe got that probe in there. Nice, just getting a full scout. I think that maybe you'd want the cannon a bit more. He probably will put a third cannon probably. I guess this does do double duty against potential muta harassment, putting down a cyber core and switching probes. He's kind of hesitant to run in here because he does not want to lose everything to the cannons. Going to come in here for a bit of a scout. Oops, sorry about that, not getting quite the focus. Okay, there we go. Third's established here. The third on destination, however, is a bit more attackable as a Protoss because you have to walk all the way around here. This is Zerg, and it's got this big, nice open here. It's not like Fighting Spirit, where you only got a tiny ramp to attack, and you got this whole area here. And they force the Zergs to spine up a lot more. If Vortex does try to go for some Speedling harass here or something. I mean, Speed Zealot. Missed some timing on there a little bit. And we'll force the overload back with the cannon. Good map control by Striker. There's links all over the map. Overlords in good positions. And Spire coming out. Okay, the question is got a Stargate on the way, so he needs to get that first Corsair in there as soon as possible. He doesn't want to get distracted by these Overlords. Corsairs have two purposes, of course. The second one is the most important, and yeah, the first one is kill Overlords, and the second one is scout Zerg Tech. And scouting Zerg Tech is way more important than killing Overlords. Killing Overlords, it's nice. It puts them behind a little bit. But they usually, if Zerg's good, they kind of have those two as sort of just free food. They normally have a couple Overlords over, so it's not going to usually put them back in food too hard. But the Spire is going to get up here, and he might get quite a few mutas produced before that Corsair is even going to run in. Oh, and the Corsair is aggroing onto the Overlord. This is actually what Striker kind of wants here. And no cannons in the main, and just that one cannon here, but you can micro here quite easy. Destination also, mutas can just chill back here and on destination. Zealots come out, going to force the Lings back, and getting some Scourge here. Okay, Corsair is moving across the map, but the question is, did it identify it too late? No more Corsairs being produced, and no goons on the way. Just Zealot, and only one Corsair, which probably will die to those Scourge. It's a big deal that he lost it to the Scourge. He really needed to get a scout in here to know what he's doing. And snuck some Zealots in here. Gonna try to go the back way, but these Zealots just gonna get shut down here. Gonna try to kill some Lings, but oh, speed just finished. Does he have +1? Oops. Okay, does have +1, so he can two-shot Lings. But there's nothing to stop these mutas. And the Scourge are already hovering over that Stargate. Hedger coming down here. PVZ, in my opinion, is one of the harder matchups to play as Protoss. The Zerg definitely has a tech advantage. They can get tech faster and earlier and dominate with a lot of tech. You know, Lurkers come out, they're so good. Mutas come out, they're really good if they're not scouted. I mean, DTs can come out, but can be surprising, but they have overlords, which is like the most common thing in the game. But not trying to say it's tilted here or anything, but it is frustrating to play PvZ sometimes. Zealots not doing much here in this little harass here. Some Zealots kind of scattered across the map. Oh, getting a few drone kills. This would be nice, and he does, in theory, see the Spire now. And he's not even going for Mutas, just going for Corsairs, so he's just used those as Corsair killers. And it's just going to come in here and probably wipe him out. Needed to cannon up quite a bit. He only has 2 cannons here. Ooh, yeah, I think this is going to be a quick GG. Storm's not out yet. Halfway done, and banking a lot of minerals here. Banking very little for Zerg. Being super economical. DTs come out here. They're going to delay this push for a little bit, but I think he's just going to GG here. Hopefully in a second. Oh, there's already Overlord there. Yep, GG. Sorry. Oh, I think he was the sub here, so probably not as good as the Protoss he's playing. I think that Protoss is not his main, so he was playing that as a sub. Mission replay. Gonna go to our transition screen and check the Twitch chat. Still got our 2 viewers in there. Alright, going into game 3, so emG is down 2 games. In a tough spot. I think that there were a couple subs, so maybe that is one of the reasons why their players weren't as prepared, is because they were subs. So now we're going to go into the 2v2 on Hannibal. Hopefully the emG players can redeem themselves and get a W. What? Please don't. Huh. I mean, that worked. Straight up just doesn't work. Selected scenario is not. I'm actually not sure what to do here. It says it's not valid, and it's not anything on my end. I copied the replay he gave me exactly in. So I'm not sure what to do here. I guess I'm just going to message the leader here for a second to ask me to give me the result. Gotta go in here. Pan American Team League Discord and ask him a second. The 2v2 replay does not work, and alright, send the message. I guess I'm just gonna have to go into game 4 here, I think, unless anybody watching has any idea what's going on. It seems weird. Yeah, this is odd here. Alright, so I'm just going to go into game 2 and we'll see what happens. I'm in game 4. Okay, so kind of not sure what happened in the 2v2 replay, but in the 3 o'clock position for emG, it is wands. And for WC, in the 6 o'clock position, it is ranged. This is a PvP. 2 Protosses duking it out. This is going to be fun to watch. PvP is not the most appealing matchup to some people. I'm just going to reveal the entire map just a second. Okay, Medusa. We know what Medusa is. It's a big, wide open map. It's one of those. It is a little bit older, but it is just big and open like this. Not like a big contrast from the other maps like Destination and what was the other one? Just forgot it already. Peaks of Beidou. Really crammed, kind of hilly areas. It is just going to be a big push out for big armies to duke it out in wide open areas. Not so much relying on tight little angles. Just got a gate going up here. No aggressive 2 gates or anything. Probe scouting here. A little bit earlier for wands. So in a minute I will try to see the result of what happened in that 2v2 replay because it's corrupted, I guess. Sorry about that. So these are destructible rocks. Well, the closest thing Brood War has to destructible rocks. Little icons that sit on top of areas to give access to hilled areas above the mains. Gas, Cybercore, no Cybercore. Okay, choosing to go for a Zealot and not a before a Cybercore, so a Cybercore is going to be delayed. Are we going to put that down? Yeah. Sure, yeah, make sure. And no Zealot for ranged. Everything's going to be a little bit faster for him. His goon range is going to be faster. Much faster. We'll see if I could play a part here. That one Zealot. And it could do some. So you could get a probe or 2. I think that goon's going to be out though. Goon range started already. And the Cybercore's almost finishing. He's probably going to get that goon range as soon as the Cybercore finishes. Is Zealot running in here, but that goon's going to pop just in time, and I think he'll be fine. He's just got a micro here. There's only one Zealot. Lost already a probe, and see if he's going to get, yeah. Ooh, he's not going to get anything with that Zealot here, probably. That's a bummer. That's a waste of 100 minerals, and he lost a probe, so basically, not even getting one probe. And these goons are going to hit with range a lot faster. Goon range not even started. Well, he needs to get those goons out first. He needs to get that goon range started ASAP. There we go. It's already almost halfway done. Already is past halfway done. Should say these goons will be out to defend, and these will not have goon range just yet, but he does have to defend with these. If I were, okay, he did not get a scout, so he's going to have to scout him here. But if I were ranged, I would just keep producing goons and just wait for that. As soon as goon range finishes, pounce on him with your extra goons. He's going to be, now he knows where he is. About even in goon count, though. I'm not sure that range is going to make all that difference. If the travel time is so great that he can make up for it. I'm guessing his attack will hit with this much goon range done. Oh, okay. Just gotta wait, just gotta wait, just gotta wait. And it's done. And he has goon range, I believe. Yep. And he's bouncing. Goon range doesn't do much, though, if you're right up close. Trading evenly goons there. Okay, nice snipe. Retreats are hard if you do not have goon range. He's coming in here. That's not a good angle. Goon range is going to finish. Okay, so he's going to stabilize. And that threat is averted. And cutting his goon production for now. Okay, because he popped down his natural, hoping to just kind of hold him here, but he does have range. So, not going to do all that much. My voice is getting hoarse. Again, seems like every time I cast, my voice gets really tired. Reaver being built here. And let's check what Reaver shuttle gonna be done here. So Reaver's coming out about the same time. Actually, no, his wand, his attack's gonna come a little bit there. Well, the travel time will probably negate that. Just gonna try to hold this area here. And ranged, if he doesn't identify that he's not expanding, could be in for some trouble because he's got 2 gates consistently pumping. He did break goon production for a decent amount there. He's only at 6 goons. And the 1 Reaver and the shuttle, he's not opting to go for a shuttle. And he is going Reaver shuttle. He picked him up here before he let any scarabs build. That's something to note. Maybe we'll drop it a little closer. Okay, he's deciding to go straight for the main, not going for any sort of Reaver drop play, as that would be the more conservative play style. Okay, he snuck 3 goons in this bottom area. He is aware of that Reaver drop, and that observer will give him a little heads up. This concave, it's a pretty strong concave as long as he built. Oh yeah, he got scared. Built. Boom. Big scarab detonation. But there's a lot of goons here. Oh, lost that Reaver there. I guess there's a little bit of focus firing. And that shuttle is going to greatly increase the utility here. Shield battery coming out of nowhere. And that Reaver is just sitting duck without a shuttle. I think not getting a shuttle was a mistake. If that's not obvious enough. But I think emG is going to take this map. Well, we'll see. He stabilized here, and he did lose the shuttle, I guess. I guess the shuttle died, or just went back home. Still on 2 gates, and still no natural. He's diving here. I'm going to lose that goon pretty careless. Not going to lose it. A little bit careless control there. Putting on his natural here. If I were ranged, I would just throw down some gates and try to eke back a lead. Any Reaver upgrades on for any of them? Actually not sure. Ooh. Not sure if he lost a shuttle there or would he lost it. No, that was the observer probably. Yeah, 2 gates, extra gates coming out here. And before this natural can kick in, he's going to just probably try to outproduce Wands there. But good job from range, holding that off. Didn't think he had it there. I think I missed something. I guess he lost the shuttle because I thought he had it. Because he had that shuttle almost full health. And then it seemed like it was gone. Missed something there. But 2 Reavers out. third Reaver going to be out, and once you get to 2, 3 Reavers, attacking into here is pretty much out of the question unless you have way more troops, especially if he has Scarab damage or something. I don't believe he has Scarab damage. Oh, this attack, not the best angle. Ooh, good Scarab hit there, though. And nice saving his very important Reaver, very damaged. Good Reaver control all around, though. And this PvP is kind of seesawing. Ooh, if he loses that, that's so big. He needs to get that out of there. Okay. He will get that out of there. He cannot lose that. I would not even try doing harass unless he gets a fresh Reaver and gets his shields back. He really cannot afford to lose that. And wants to just work on this rocks here because just to kind of scare ranged here a little bit and make him aware that this is an attack path. Could you imagine trying to get goons in here? That'd be crazy. I mean, if you sit up here, well, you couldn't sit up here because then he'd be attacking through here. But imagine if you got some goons and Reavers back here and just lock this mineral line down. But the naturals kicked in, so they are on an equal economic footing and still going to attack with that damaged Reaver. Oof. I mean, at this point, it's so dicey. If you lose that shuttle with those 2 Reavers, in PvP, at this type of PvP, your Reaver count's kind of like your life count. Like, if you lose all your Reavers, you're dead for sure. And if you lose a couple Reavers, then you're on thin ice. And he's not producing any more Reavers, which is scary here. Alright, he is being, oops, did he miss it? Oh, no, okay. He is scouting it out with an observer here, or tried to, okay. So he is being cautious. He's not just attacking in here. He's wanting to scope out an area. So he probably won't. Alright. We'll see what this does here. Heading right for those goons. Oh no. Okay, good. Sees them. He reacts. No. Oh, now these Reavers are stranded. It's just a matter of time. They're not going to get economic kills. And they're just stranded here. I really hope for his sake he started producing more Reavers. Doesn't look like it. And these Reavers are going to go down. Might take a few units with them. Yeah, taking a few units with them, but ultimately losing a lot here to these. That's what I was worried about, you know. Lose that many Reavers. It's hard to get back in. How many Reavers is he at? Did he lose a couple? Because he had like 4. Okay, yeah. Doing a Reaver harass of his own, and this will do way more. Okay. Not quite as bad as it could have been if one of those shots connected. But still, getting so many probes here. Juan's not really aware here. Does not have as many things up here. His awareness is not the best. And the supply is 110 of ranged to 84. Definitely down in supply. You know, losing those 2 Reavers and the shuttle. Such a big deal, and now he's forcing him back into the main here. I don't believe... Okay, he's just starting Zealot production. You know, there's a point where you switch over from Goons into Zealots, and Range has made that switch a lot faster. Probably has charge, or maybe I'm not sure he has charge. Does he have charge? We'll see. If that doesn't have charge, is he getting charge, or will he have charge soon is the question. Yeah, charge. Good. Just gonna finish, and I believe it is a ways away. Oh no, it's just gonna finish. Still, I mean, he can hold this for a long time. I would like to see him put some cannons up. 102 supply before the fight to 134. A good 30 supply ahead with Reavers. Note. producing any Reavers. And he almost could just start ferrying his troops in here. Aggressive Reaver placement there. If he was on the ball, he could have jumped forward like he's trying to do now, using the Reavers as bait there. But he's got enough goon firepower that double Reaver shot at a time is going to melt the goons, and he's 30 supply ahead, and 30 supply ahead in a PvP is not something that you kill easily by good micro. PvP is macro, macro, macro. It's just Goon Reaver against Goon Reaver, and whoever has 10 more supply, it will show, and they will win the fight convincingly. Maybe not 10, more like 20. Whereas in a PvZ, you can be down quite a bit supply and still do okay because you get awesome storms, and there are Reaver shots that can do well, but the units are just tankier by nature. Ooh, once he gets a couple storms up, that will be nice. With see if storm researched. Yeah, that he does. Okay, or at least I believe he does. We'll see. And yeah, losing is natural though. It's pretty much GG. High Templars of his own coming out. Do they have enough mana for storm? Yes, they do. And going to see some big storms there. Big storms on both sides. Nice storm, just getting on that clump there. Forcing this army apart. He's producing his heart out here. Already up to 4 bases, though, ahead in upgrades, I believe. Let's check. Okay, actually 0, 0, 0 to 0, 0, 0. But still going to get upgrades faster. +1's going to finish here soon, and he may have +1 armor started somewhere. Looks like just +1. Coming out here in a last-ditch attempt, he is down. He is choosing not to force the issue there. It's just going to outproduce him by sheer gate numbers and ranged. He is going to win this map for his team, I believe. And yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer here. Just not enough stuff. Storms are not quite as devastating as they are in, PvZ, but they still do a lot. They're a nice late game touch here. Big clump of storms there. I mean, he's killing a lot of his stuff. He's down to 150 supply, and he is at 42 supply. Tells it all. Good game here, and WC should take this game. Well played, GG. Alright, just going to check that 4th replay because I think the 2v2 win in their favor. Going to open up the 5th game. Oh no, okay, it is the final match. Oh no, okay, so WC did win. This was just a fake replay he sent me so that I did not know who would win till the end when I watched it. So yeah, so WC did win 3-1. So emG did win a game, but definitely very convincingly played by WC. I think that's it here. If you like it, let me know. Johnny Sin saying, what a hold, couldn't have made it better. Definitely that was a very fun back and forth game. PvPs are fun when they get into macro game. Whoever's ahead in supply a little bit, it will snowball into a win. And really what cued it off here is losing those Reavers in that shuttle. I think that was a big deal. He had the Observer scouting, but you can never be too careful with your Goon Reaver harass, shuttle Reaver harass, excuse me. It's tough to play, and it can get dicey like we saw there. Hope everyone enjoyed this. This is going to be a loss for emG. This is the first time they have lost, and WC is going to win. And they did lose last week against SKA, a very good team, very solid team. This will put emG, I think, a little bit behind in the team rankings. What is it called? Yeah. They will lose. They will drop a few points. It's a bummer for emG that they did lose this, but I think there were some subs that contributed to that diciness. And hopefully next week they will get into it. Next week, Sunday, kind of a busy week for me. I think I should be able to do at least one match, and I probably won't do any more matches this week. Busy with school and stuff, and I have to go to a wedding this weekend. So I don't think next weekend, excuse me. So I think I'll try to get one out, but I don't think I'll be able to do two like I've done in the past matchups. But yeah, it's a bummer that emG lost. They were 2-0. The first week was against SOS, which was not a good team. The second week they narrowly won it against X17. No, they convincingly won against they got 1 point against X17. So it was a close game. And emG is definitely a really good team. WC very good as well. They lost last week to, I think, one of the best clans, SKA team. So yeah, if you liked it, be sure to say in the chat you liked it, you didn't, and let me know what I should do next time. If you're watching this on YouTube live, or you're watching this on YouTube after it's been pre-recorded, let me know. Any way to participate in your clan wars. Join us in. This is actually not my clan war. This is the PATL, Pan American Team League, which is put about by Psionic Reaver. I don't know if you know him. He's pretty well known in the foreign Brood War scene. And unfortunately, this league it's closed registration for now, but next year, whenever the PATL Season 2, watch for that. You just get into a clan that's joining. Actually, I'm sorry, you can join this season. The way you join this season is look up the clan roster on Team Liquid, the clan list, and try to join a clan that is participating and that is legal. You can join one of those clans, and if you do good enough, play convincingly, you may get accepted into, the rosters on the clan war, and maybe I'll see you casting. So, Johnny, yeah, that's the way to join, basically, is be in a clan that is in the PATL. And if you're in a clan that isn't, try to sign up for Season 2, whenever that is. But, yeah, it actually isn't my clan war. It's Sonic Reavers. I just do casting for him. And a lot of other people do casting. If you want to check that out, go check his Team Liquid thread. He posts the other casters. There's a lot of other great guys. Join us in. Wish you good luck if you do play any of these teams. There's about 18 clans, so hopefully you can find a clan that will suit you, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully I can get it cast out this week. Alright, see you guys later. Take it easy.